Okay, so a couple things. First off, I hate being in this room. It genuinely, the wall behind me is the one that connects to the bathroom, and I don't know if y'all can hear, the water is running up there right now, and you know what, I can actually show you. Hold on, let's just go to the bathroom. So you remember last year when my ceiling fell through? Listen. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that dripping? So last year when the ceiling fell through, right? They came and they fixed the ceiling. They didn't fix the leak. See that black mold? They didn't fix the leak. They only fixed the ceiling. So that problem that I've had since I moved in here of the leaking ceiling in the bathroom, they only fixed the ceiling. The leak has been happening consistently, and it's only now just beginning to break through the new plaster that they put up. So every time I walk in that bathroom, there is an overwhelming mold stench. And it's not just in that one area of the wall, of the ceiling, because it's the wall in there is also changing colors, which tells me that the water is probably traveling. And it's this wall right behind me that I sleep against every night. So part of my insanity might be because there's mold spores growing in my brain. Isn't that a fun new development in my life? Or, contrarily, maybe it's just giving it off enough mold to keep me stocked on penicillin, and it's the reason that I'm still alive. Which one do you want to take? Alright, the second thing, no, I don't have data yet. My phone is not off. I could receive phone calls, make phone calls. Only my data is gone. And it's only gone until the cycle rolls over again next week. My phone is paid up until, I think, October. A friend of mine gave me money last year specifically to pay my phone up for an entire year. So, the phone is paid. The phone is going to be on again next week. It's just that I have to wait until my cycle turns over because I factory reset my phone, and while it was re-downloading the things that I need to keep my sanity, I ran over my data limit. That's all it is. So that's why these videos are being edited down so small. It's so that I can upload them quickly at a free public Wi-Fi space. The other thing is, marijuana is possibly the only thing that keeps me half believing in God, because every time I really get down, that's what I find. I was walking across the bridge, and there was a bottle sitting on the ledge. It was all brightly colored. I decided to look at it, and it said, Mike's High Tea. And there was just one shot left in the bottle. It was a mix of lemonade and tea and weed. It was a drink that originally had 10 shots in it. Somebody had taken all but the last shot and then left the bottle there on the bridge. And I looked at it for a second, and I smelled it, and I thought, what if it's not what it says it's in the bottle? You know, I don't know how long this has been here. Somebody just left it there. But I was already crying and decided, even if it was something else, what harm would it do? I feel much better. I'll be honest. I feel much better. And it was from something that apparently God gave me. Because anything you just randomly find is God, right? What is the cutoff on what God gives you and what man gives you? What is the cutoff on what blessings and what curse, you know? Where does the line get drawn between God did this and man did this? That's my current question. I don't know if I believe in God or not. I go back and forth on it a lot. I used to believe. But after everything that's happened this past year, I go back and forth a lot. And a lot of the times, I'm sticking in the no God section mainly because of my little brother. Because why would he have lived the life that he lived and then go on to be disrespected after death by his own family if there was really a God? It just doesn't seem right. But what do I know? I'm just one person who has gone through a lot and doesn't know anything at all. Except that Mike's high tea is pretty good, even after sitting on a bridge for a couple hours and getting hot. I wonder if you can actually see, the water is just pouring. Like, this wall feels wet. I can feel that there's water. Can y'all see this? It is not just the ceiling. This wall connecting to my bedroom is just pouring water out. Beautiful, right? Right down onto my toothbrush. I don't even think the camera's picking that up, but there's just like it's just like a river now. And then up here is going to break through soon, because you can see it bending. I'm actually thinking it might be better to break it so that it'll have a release. Hold on. Okay. So I think it needs to be broken through, because y'all can see that water just piling and pooling. And I think it needs to have an escape. Shit. Well, apparently I'm not going to be able to break it through, though. To be able to... Oh, God, I made it worse. In the wrong area. I didn't mean to make it worse there. I meant to make it worse like over here, over the tub. See that? Well, I made it worse in the wrong area.